Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we got some exciting news for you. We have a new bred sow coming to our farm next week, and we are going to put up a new pen for her. But let me tell you a little bit about her first. Her name is Savannah. She is a Triton Fate line, and she is beautiful. She's coming from Joe Chestnut at 3J's Farm. She has great size, she has great structure, she has great maternal instincts, and some of you might have heard of Trojan. He is an incredible boar. We've had him for about a year now, and she is actually Trojan's mom's full sibling. We are expecting her to improve our herd with the structure and not necessarily with the size, but we're looking for the growth rate, all right, especially if you're focusing on the meat aspect of it. All right, I'd rather feed something out till 8 months than 16 months. So with that being said, we are super excited to have her coming over here. I think she's gonna help us out a lot. But what we're gonna talk about today is actually our quarantine process. Seeing as she's coming next week, I'm gonna get started on our quarantine pen. A couple things right off the bat. First off, we don't want the quarantine pen anywhere near our other pigs. We are, I don't know, about a quarter mile away from our other pigs, and that is where we set up our quarantine pens for any new animal, not just our IPPs, but any new animal that might come to this farm goes into quarantine for 30 days. No less, no need for more. If they have something, if something's wrong, it's going to show up in 30 days. We move our quarantine pen all around, so we're not on the same spot as the last quarantine pen. Just in case anything were to happen, I mean, we know for sure that that had nothing to do with it. I got a spot here. We are middle of summer now. It's hot. This spot has a lot of shade, and I grabbed every hog panel that I could find left on our property. I got a bunch of T-posts, and that's what we're gonna use to make our quarantine pen. One more thing I want to mention before we get to putting up the pen is what's nice about not having permanent quarantine pens is you are able to move them around. You are able to decide or determine the size you want depending on the size of IPP you are bringing in. If we're bringing in a 8-week-old, I mean, he's not going to need a lot of area. We bring in bred sow, she's going to need more area. So I picked this area also because it's big enough to where I can make her pen what I want, and if she gets it too muddy, too nasty, we are able to add on to that and move her over a little bit. It just so happens that right by where I want to put the new quarantine pen, I got my old camping stump here that I carved out. I don't know, just for the heck of it, I was bored, I guess. But it's old and I don't need it anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this into the quarantine pen so she has a nice scratching post. I mean, what pig doesn't like to be scratched, right? Or have a scratching post or scratching stump, chair. So we're gonna roll that in there, and then we're gonna build our pen around that. I'm gonna get my tractor, and we're gonna do a little rolling and pulling around here and get this baby moved over there. But don't worry about my tractor. If you see the bucket flopping around a little bit, it's cause it's busted. I busted a cylinder the other day, so, but we still need it. We're still gonna use it. Destruction! Hard on my equipment sometimes. All right, so we got the stump moved now. Next, we are going to lay out our hog panels. We're gonna lay out our hog panels. We're gonna put our T-posts in. We are going to lift our hog panels up, and we are going to use wire to attach our hog panels to the T-posts. We have tried baler twine before, and after, I don't know, a week or so, it fails. All right, they push on it, they rub on it, it fails. That's all I need to say about that. But so wire we use for the T-posts, and I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. So we got the fence up, we got Savannah's wallow, we got a house for her, and we got a nice scratching stump for her. And no, I didn't just I Dream a Genie you. You're not going crazy. I am wearing different clothes. It is actually the next day, the power of editing, right? But we finished up everything, and I went through how and why we set up our quarantine pens the way we do. And when Savannah gets here, we'll talk about a few more things. We'll talk about just the overall process of our quarantine, the 30 days, and how, what we do and don't do during those 30 days. We'll go through our deworming schedule, our vaccine schedule if necessary, and just touch on a few more things. So next week, I will put out part 2 of this video when she gets here. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.